Welcome everyone, my name's Ali A. This is a brand new Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer, my friends. We're going to be watching the whole thing with you guys, breaking it down bit by bit, interacting through a live stream. Give it a thumbs up if you're excited, my friends. Without further ado, let's just watch this and find out what it's all about.
Go ahead.
You seen this? Unknown. Unidentified settlement ships. You are moving into a restricted
Situation.
They just opened fire. We're f***ing fire. Data's guns are attacking our airship. Pilot's hit.
This is a full-blown invasion.
Oh my god.
We are getting breaking news out of Switzerland.
Geneva has suffered a massive attack.
Death count continues to rise, and there's no end in sight.
This is Top Cat Sovereign. Divert and deploy all available assets immediately.
Holy shit.
Let's get to the tower! Go! Fix the house!
Biggest surprise attack in the history of the world. How could they not have seen this coming? It's one of our own.
We have no precedent for this. We have no playbook for this. And apparently, we have little time.
Let me make our situation absolutely clear. We are now at war with the Settlement Defense Front. Godspeed, captains.
You got eyes on this, Reyes?
Affirmative. Let's get in there!
Pre-order the Legacy Edition and get Modern Warfare Remastered.
Go ahead.
You seen this? Unknown.
That was, my friends, the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer. Now, what I want right now, this is going to be a live stream, so we're going to talk through it. I'm going to break down the trailer segment by segment, interact with you guys. If you're watching right now, I want your opinion, alright? Give it a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing and you're excited. Give it a dislike if you're not quite sure and you don't think you're liking it right now. I don't mind if you dislike the video, I just want an opinion from you guys right now, my friends. So, we're going to be jumping into this, going through it pretty much frame by frame. I've got this beautiful little circle thing here to make sure that we can highlight the right things and see what is going on. I feel like this is the best way of doing it because it's easy to miss so many little things, my friends. Note at the end we had the Call of Duty 4 Remastered, sort of like teaser as well. So, this is going to be really good. We're just going to jump straight into it and take a look at everything, my friends. So, First of all, the game looks good. It looks very good. I've got a few things I want to specifically point out for you guys. I mean, first of all here, let's just take a look at all of the crazy spaceships we've got going on, right? Like, look at this thing. What on earth is that? We're going to have tons of these, I guess, like, all around. And we've seen them in the teasers. We've seen them in the box art. And the spaceships are crazy. But they aren't just spaceships. We're going to be getting more than that as well, my friends. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned. There's even more stuff. More robots and more weapons as well. Now, here we get a look at some of the first weapons in the game as well. This is based in the far future. In fact, it's the furthest future Call of Duty game we've ever had before. So, it's further than Black Ops 3, which was the most recent, was the most futuristic Call of Duty game. So some of the weapons will pretty much be new. I'm sure there'll be some returning ones as well. And in fact, the cover art looks like he's holding an M4 carbine, a weapon that's quite popular. We've seen in many Call of Duty games before. But our first look at some of the new weapons in the game as well. Looking pretty crazy, huh? The one thing to note is the armor. Take a look at this guy here, alright? This guy here has this crazy helmet. He almost looks like a robot. Now, of course, we have cybernetics. We've had tons of different futuristic characters in Call of Duty before. A lot of it, of course, based in Advanced Warfare with the exosuits, and then Black Ops 3 with actual, like, cybernetic parts as well. This doesn't look like it's gone quite down the route of cybernetic parts, more along the route of just having better, more sophisticated armor. I know yesterday I made a video talking about exosuits and exojumps. We're going to be talking about that as well, my friends. So this is going to be a very interesting one. Let's not lie. Massive explosions going on. It's absolutely crazy right now. It's all popping off, and we do have some space shots as well. Is absolutely crazy. So, Infinity Ward, of course, is going to be producing this game. For those guys that don't know, Infinity Ward have produced Call of Duty 1, 2, Call of Duty 4, which was Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Ghosts, and also the most recent Call of Duty game was Ghosts, and this one is going to be their new one, Infinite Warfare, my friends. So taking down a complete new strand. It's going to be very interesting indeed. So, let's continue with the trailer, see what these guys have got going on. Now, this scene very much reminds me of, like, the nuke that went off in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. I apologize if I look shattered right now. I am very tired. But it looks like similar to the nuke that went off in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1. Obviously, the devastating effects it has left on this town and just the sort of, like, coloring everywhere seems to imply that huge explosions have gone off. Now, obviously, this is a campaign campaign trailer. We're not going to get any multiplayer footage in this because it is the first trailer we've ever had, so just bear that in mind right here. There's been chaos, basically. This fight wasn't expected. Look at Darcy. He's trying to get involved. This isn't for you. Get out of the stream, my friend. Now we get another look at a weapon. This looks very similar, in my opinion, to like a futuristic P90 here. If we take a look at the weapon that she's holding there, I think I actually have another shot of this weapon potentially later on in the video to show you guys. Now, in the background here, we've talked about the fact that there's been like robots with different sort of like, or humans with different armor and sophisticated armor. Here, it looks like we actually have robots. Like, this looks like a robot. Very much in human form, but his whole body is definitely mechanical. So we're going to have a mixture of robotic warfare alongside the human warfare with the upgraded armor, the upgraded abilities, all of that good stuff. So it's going to be merging both robots and humans, of course, in this far future setting, which is cool. Let me know what you guys think of that down below. Is that something you're interested in? A few interesting scene shots here. I mean, obviously, as I said, this is campaign. So clearly this seems to be like an underground bunker, almost as if like wars has broken out pretty much with no sort of like, no one really expected it. And through the teasers, we've got a little bit of this, talking about some of the bad guys that are just going to hit hard, basically just hit everyone with a massive surprise attack, and that seems to be happening here. I mean, you can see that this guy right here is not in a good shape. We've seen this lady again who was in the last shot. We're not sure what her name is. And then again, like these guys are trying to get to cover, trying to basically just like make sure that they can survive this huge attack that's gone down, and it's completely hit them by surprise. So things are crazy right now. Things are crazy right now. Again, we get to see some of the spaceships. Now, just take a look at these. What do you think? Leave a comment down below right now. Do you think all this space stuff is a bit crazy, a bit too far-fetched? I don't know. I think it's cool. I think they look like fairly realistic and not too over the top. Everything seems to fit together visually quite well. And there's one thing in this scene that actually I quite like. It's to do with the colors, but I'll talk about that a little bit more in a second because it's a better scene really to show it. So this is madness right now. You can tell the campaign's almost constant action same constant craziness. Again, new weapons here. To me, this looks like a submachine gun. It's quite hard to see it with the contrast, but it almost looks like a sort of laser submachine gun or some sort of futuristic weapon. You notice at the end, this is completely cut off on the front. Maybe some sort of grenade launcher, some sort of electric weapon. There are electric actual weaponry shown in this trailer as well. We'll take a look at that in the future part as well. So this is one of the very few first-person shots we get of the game. These trailers don't often have first-person shots. It's normally cinematic shots, gameplay clips that show from like third-person perspectives. But you get a good idea of the coloring and also just the graphics of the game. Now, obviously, I'm showing you this through a live stream, so the graphics aren't as amazing as they could be, but they're still definitely good. Now, one thing I want to note from this scene here, which I think is genuinely very important, is just the coloring. So let's just take a look for a second. We've got nice greens everywhere here. We've got the red explosions. We've got the blue sort of thrusters coming from the spaceships. It sounds dumb, but if you go back to something like Call of Duty Ghosts, the coloring was just so bland. The coloring was grays, browns, like it was just not very nice. And this is good. I mean, obviously the coloring's been upped, the saturation's been upped. I love a good bit of saturation, which means that hopefully the multiplayer maps will be colourful, vibrant, and look good. Because really, if you think about it, Ghost is a very dull-looking game, unfortunately. I'd say Black Ops 3 is super colourful, visually looks one of the best games, I'd say. Even Advanced Warfare is a little bit too grey. But to see colours in there, it's basic, I know, but honestly, it's a really good sign. It's something we need. So, you may not have missed that. There's a few really important bits here. So if we go through here, look at that. I just told you guys it could be like a futuristic sort of laser weapon, and that's exactly what's going on right here. So that seems to be some sort of like electric powered weapon. We've had one actually in Advanced Warfare. I've never gone back and played with it. I need to do that. But will these weapons be carried over into multiplayer? Sorry. Will these weapons be carried over to multiplayer? More than likely, my friends. So weapons you're seeing here will probably be seen again within the campaign. Now, this front guy actually is an interesting thing as well. So here, he actually preps, as you can see just here, actually preps a grenade. Now, it looks like a standard grenade, but with the sound, I'll try and like put the sound on for a second. It sounds more like a sticky grenade going off. Have a listen to this. Did you hear that sound? Did you hear that? It was like, so definitely a futuristic grenade sound, more like towards a sticky, so perhaps sticky grenades coming back alongside normal grenades as well. So just little bits of information like that I always find to be useful. It's just cool to take a look at. So again, a good example of just the color range here: browns, oranges, greens, blues. So this is good. We like colors, my friends. We want the game to look bright, all right? And I think, honestly, in terms of reveal trailer, that dude's going to get squished. Can we just say that dude is rip? Poor guy is... Look at this guy as well. This guy chilling right here, thinks he's fine. No, you're going to get absolutely a mess. Stop, my friend. Look at this. Ooh, ooh. He's not going to be seen again. Poor guy. Absolutely poor guy. So... this, like, okay, I like this as well. I like the coloring. I know I keep banging on about it, but I like the coloring again in this guy here in the red armor. It means that multiplayer as well should have quite distinguished team sides. I mean, honestly, there's probably be customizable characters and everybody will look different. I wouldn't suspect that specialists will return. That was very much a Black Ops 3 feature. This game's been in development literally for like 3 years, so they would have got some ideas from Advanced Warfare, I'd say, but... like Black Ops 3, they wouldn't really have seen much of that game, so it wouldn't really affect the development too much. But again, colors, it's a good thing. It's a thumbs up from me. I like that a lot. I mean, these guys get absolutely mashed up. Again, just here, just for a freeze frame, notice all of these sparks going off here again. I sense there's gonna be a lot of like futuristic weaponry, a lot of just different like weapons that have basically been taken from the future we won't have seen again in other Call of Duties. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting indeed. So more cool stuff there. I mean, the car doesn't look that futuristic thinking about it, but it's all good. We'll let them off. We'll let them off. This is a very cool shot of him getting into the cockpit. So we're definitely going to be having, some cockpit warfare with us controlling it, which is awesome. Notice we've got the control just down here of flares. We've got system warning if we get any lock-ons as well. A very nice heads-up display there. Looks really, really good, and overall just a well-designed spaceship cockpit. I really like it. You can see some of the craziness. Oh, yo, this is sick. So, everybody's going from basically taking off on the ground, launching directly upwards vertically, breaking out of the old ozone layer into space for what is, my friends, crazy, crazy space warfare, like legitimate space warfare. Look at this. Oh my god. If this doesn't give you goosebumps, what is life? Look at that. What is this? Look at it. We've got crazy explosions clearly going off in the enemy spaceships there. We've got team spaceships absolutely everywhere. We're in the same cockpit, but we're no longer on ground, baby. We're up in space, all right? This is literally space warfare. We knew about this. I've talked about this in videos before, explaining how we're going to be getting... how there will be space warfare, how there's going to be different planets involved apparently as well. This confirms all of that. So pretty much everything, all of the videos I've made, leaked videos made leading up to this, have been deadly accurate, right? Deadly accurate, which I like to come back and say, because it means you guys have been getting the right information, which is awesome. Yo! Oh my gosh, how mad is this? This is proper, like, next level stuff, you know what I mean? Imagine controlling that, going through space, like, pow, 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 just shooting everyone off. It's going to be absolutely insane. I can't wait for it. It's going to be so awesome. Huge. It's like Star Wars, man. It's actually like Star Wars. Is that the sun? They're getting a little bit too close for the sun there, I reckon. That's dangerous. Very dangerous. Now, here we get some shots of actually, this looks like a different planet, right? That looks like a different planet. I mean, I'm not an expert on, like, look, that could be like Mars potentially. This is, again, far in the future. Habitats may have been developed in different planets as well. So the fact that we could be fighting on different planets is definitely something that could be taken seriously as well. So again, like, this is just something, like, we see it a little bit in Ghost, to be fair, but we've never gone outside the spaceship and done much. That just does not look like Earth, you know what I mean? Like, what is all of this rockery? What is all of this terrain in the background here? I reckon this is Mars, boys. I reckon it's Mars. All right, that's just my shout. Okay, a new weapon here again. Looks very much like the sort of electric-powered weapon we've been talking about before as well. Same female character. I'm not sure what her name is. We get a few looks, actually, at different characters as well. So this is interesting. Looks more like an electric sort of barrel charge system with the actual battery almost for the weapon. You can see it just in the center there, rather than obviously using bullets. And it makes sense, right? Because one of the big questions I had is how does bullets work in space, right? The compression, the way that the bullets are actually injected and loaded out, I just don't think it would work. I think if anything, it'd explode in your face, a normal bullet weapon. So they need futuristic weapons. They need different weapons that will work in a space environment. Otherwise, people are going to be killing themselves. So it makes sense to have all of these different weapons going on. Something worth noting. Now, this is weird. This is so weird. I don't know how to explain this. Again, like, just death everywhere, man. Death everywhere. We've got this poor dude down here. Another guy floating through space here. Like, this is nuts. Like, there's gonna be dead bodies in space. Like, if there's dead bodies on the ground, like, they will eventually decompose, or you can, I guess, just get rid of them. But if they die in space, those bodies are gonna be floating through space for, what, eternity? Unless they hit, like, a rock, or just, like, they'll eventually decompose, I guess, inside. But you still have the skeletons and the spacesuits going through space. It's pretty scary, to be honest. It's pretty scary stuff, and it's something that could happen in the future. I mean, these guys that develop Call of Duty look into it super serious and make sure everything they're doing is as accurate as possible. Okay, this is very interesting. Very interesting. So, I mentioned robots. On the right-hand side here, we've got what looks like a futuristic tank, huge treads on those wheels, and this is actually a robot on the left-hand side. But if we have a look at it playing, look at them how they interact with each other. They're actually fighting with each other. And if you have a look here, it's hard to see with the contrast. If you have a look here, you can actually see a claw of the robot. You've got huge, almost anti-air missiles going off here as well. This is absolutely insane. So, look at that. He throws the truck away, and then he's just there, like, what on earth? Now, I don't know if this is human-controlled, if it's AI-controlled. It could be either, to be honest with you. But it's certainly, like, almost metal robots on a scale that we haven't really seen before, especially if they're AI-controlled in Call of Duty. Okay, this is the picture I used for the thumbnail, for those of you guys wondering. So there's not many first-person gameplay shots, but if we have a look at this, we can see, boom. Okay, so this is exactly what I used. We have left character here, who's actually using a grappling hook. That, of course, is being used in Advanced Warfare. I forgot it was even a thing, to be honest, but that's actually added into multiplayer as well. You can see him grappling an enemy there. We've got a first look, or second look, really, a first-person weapon as well. And that must be like electric charge or electric weapon to work in space. Just an absolutely nuts screenshot here. So check out what he does with that grappling hook. He pulls it towards him. Bam. Straight into his face. then grabs his head and nastily rips off. And notice these markings here as well on his spacesuit, perhaps linking in with the enemies, the foes, sort of like markings for their team as well. Bam! My dude's lost his head. Right? My dude has lost his head. He's no longer... Okay. I don't even know if he lost... It doesn't even matter if he lost his head. You take a look at that. Obviously, they're in space, right? You take a look at this. It doesn't even matter if he's lost his head. Like, all of that air just got decompressed in his helmet. Like, he's gonna die. He's gonna suffocate, like, in 10 seconds, right? He's gone. He's absolutely gone. Crazy warfare. A very interesting part of the action as well. Now, this is obviously warfare going on within a spaceship. Very cool. Again, it looks like we're seeing the same weapon over and over here. The same weapon that was being held by that lady as well. So, we're seeing repetition. Not too much variance in weapons yet. But obviously, this is a campaign. It's not multiplayer. Multiplayer wouldn't be revealed typically until, like, August. It's quite a while to go there. Now, this is weird. Tell me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment down below. Am I wrong? Or is this just, like, is this weird? So, this character right here, is it just me? Is it just me or do you recognize him? I recognize him the second I saw him. So, if you guys have played Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, take a look at... Let me find the right image. Boom. Is it just me or is that the exact same actor? Or very, very similar actor? I don't know. It looks similar, right? That's something that caught my eye from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. They look so similar. Obviously, like, there shouldn't be any crossover here between Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare. They're different development studios. I just thought it was weird. What do you think? Is that the same character? Am I going crazy? I don't know. Definitely interesting. Notice, of course, there, just big up just saying, the Great British Flag. Gotta point that out. Big up GB. Making big plays, obviously, in this game. I like that a lot. And also, is it just me, or is that potentially like a GoPro camera on his helmet? Obviously, like, I don't know, recording stuff, like, I guess, well, a lot of military guys do have cameras on them at all times to film everything while they're out, in the field doing their work. So, maybe that'll be used for, like, details in the campaign, or maybe it's just how they get that first-person shot. But craziness right here. That looks like, to me, so this is actually very interesting. Because if we go back here, okay, if we go back, we talked about robots, right? We talked about robots. But this, like, our character's about to die. Our character's about to get sent off into space. Apparently his thrusters doesn't work or something doesn't work. He's about to die. This robot right here, who I'm sure is an AI-controlled robot, comes along and saves him. Absolutely saves him. Grabs his arm. Momentum throws him back into the ship and pretty much saves him, alright? He would be dead without this. Like, he's got absolutely saved there. But, on the flip side, we have robots here, boom, attacking us, like, straight away. So, we've got good robots, bad robots. They're being used on either side. And I know back in, was it Black Ops 2? Where Menendez took control of all of the US-controlled robots and turned them against the good guys. So I'm not sure it's going to be sort of battles between control of the robots, or just going to be a general more to standard part of warfare now. So again, we get another look at this massive AI robot here that we saw throw away the massive vehicle last time. This dude looks tonk, looks really, really strong, and I would not mess with him. He's walking alongside a soldier, so clearly working together with him, which is awesome. I'm glad they're on our side for one part of it. And we're going to be leading into battle again, what I believe to not be Earth. So this looks like the sort of Navy outfit. I mean, arguably the Navy isn't really a big thing anymore. So she could be like head of command, really, of like a future space fleet, rather than like a Navy fleet. I think that'd be more realistic with sort of the time that we're going for. Clearly, I would say, honestly, either this is very close to the beginning of the game where loads of people have been wiped out, or more towards the end of the game where some significant people have been killed. She is clearly in a bad headset. I mean, she's at a memorial site right here. She's looking back on all the people that have died, and maybe it's to do that I feel like the game's going to open up with a big battle between the bad guys, completely catching us off guard and killing a load of the good guys in this game. With us just having no idea what's going on. We saw that at the beginning of everybody just like being in chaos, explosions everywhere, and she's like, you know what? You know what? I need to get revenge. Sweet revenge. I feel like I'm predicting the game right here, okay? We'll see what happens when the game comes out. But she is not happy right now, okay? Look at that. That ain't Earth. Is that Saturn in the background? Are you mad right now? Are you literally mad right now? Look at the rings there. Look at that. It's like, what is life? Imagine Call of Duty on another freaking planet. Can you just believe that right now? Call of Duty on another planet. That is pretty mind-blowing, dude. That is pretty mind-blowing indeed. Let's continue watching this. I love that. That's a great cinematic shot, by the way. I really like that. Again, like, they've obviously... The thing to note here, really, is that they haven't just suddenly moved to different planets and like they're like, okay, let's just suddenly, you know, build up stock here. They have literally built up buildings, not only buildings, maybe livestock buildings, also military buildings, and they have started to actually build up and live on these different planets. Like, this is mad. This is not just going to be Earth warfare. We're going to be traveling everywhere, man. Now, apparently, from the leak, if you guys have been catching up with all of my videos, there's like a big base, like a space station base. So you're not based on Earth in the campaign. You're based in the space station. And then we'll travel to all of the different planets throughout the game. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be something we've never seen before in a Call of Duty game. It looks beautiful. It looks good. I mean, this is weird, but you can generally get a vibe of how the game's going to play out just from the reveal trailer. This is like a very, very strong storyline-driven game. Infinity Ward actually released a trailer yesterday on their channel talking about and interviewing some of the guys working at Infinity Ward. They seem passionate, man. I've never really seen that much passion from Infinity Ward in a long, long time. So it's a good sign. It's a really good sign. Okay, so we're coming to... Well, this is the end of the Infinite Warfare trailer, but it doesn't actually end here. It doesn't end here at all, because after you get the logo pop up on screen, all good and dandy... And it's coming out, by the way, on the 4th of November 2016. It came out my birthday last year. This year's coming out 2 days before my birthday. Birthday is November the 6th. I'm not going to have much of a birthday again. But if you enjoyed that little trailer breakdown, give it a thumbs up. However, I have missed out one thing. So we need to go back a little bit. You guys may have noticed it. So let me go and find it for you guys and just make a little bit of a point of it, because it is a big thing. So it's going to be around here. So let's just take a look at this again. Obviously, people are getting shot, but there is a big giveaway at this point. If I can find it for you guys. Actually, okay, there we go, there we go. There we go. Okay, it's literally for a split second. It's literally for a split second. I haven't talked about it yet, but, take a look at this. That guy, despite the video I said yesterday, that guy is boosting in some form. It's the only time it's shown in the trailer, but he is boosting in some form, alright? Now, we've got to realize, Black Ops 3 came out probably, I'd say, like over 60% of the way into development of this game. I want the movement feature, pardon me, I want the movement feature, if it's going to be having exo boost or some sort of thruster jump, to be as close to Black Ops 3 as possible, but, I mean, I don't know what to say here, like it's there, you know what I mean? It is there, and it's a part of the game, alright? It is a part of the game, so I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, yesterday we had so much pointing towards boots on the ground and the fact that it wasn't going to be a part of the game. This seems to point out that we are going to be getting it. Now, remember, this is just campaign. They can control multiplayer in any way they like, and it's also worth noting that we've got COD 4 coming out. That is boots on the ground. That is no exo jump. That is classic Call of Duty action. So for them to keep an Infinite Warfare in the same way, with just boots on the ground, would be a huge bat step, potentially. So, I don't know. Like, print screen this, show it to your friends. I'm going to keep it on screen for a few more seconds, because it is in the trailer, and it is in the game, and I have to show it to you guys, because it's just a very small portion of the trailer. I mean, I don't think they make it that much obvious after that, to be honest with you guys. It's not really shown very many times, so... Well, we take it all the way to the end of a trailer. I'm now going to talk a little bit more about this. I'm going to do probably a separate video on this later today, potentially, maybe even another live stream, I'm not sure. But let's just take a look at the end. So, this, my friends, you've got to know what this is. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, baby, remastered, my friends. Now, you can't really get a full, like, idea of how good this game is going to look until you see it in flesh. This isn't gonna, right, this obviously isn't a full trailer. I know there's a ton of hype for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 Remastered. They only have some campaign clips here, but you can get an idea of how beautiful it actually looks. So, I'm going to do a campaign walkthrough. I don't know if I'm going to do it on my main channel, my second channel, I don't know, but I'm going to do a campaign walkthrough just because COD 4 is amazing. It is amazing. We're starting off here with one of the very first missions in the game. Is you lower yourself down onto also the popular multiplayer map as well. You guys may remember this. Bam! Look at that. I know exactly... You could put me on that map right now in COD 4, and I know exactly where to go. I know exactly what's happening. I'm sure you guys will know as well. I've also got some prize points at the end of this video as well, so stay tuned for that. Yo! Tank tanks rolling out. Ooh, I haven't seen that before. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Look at this. Tanks rolling out. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh my god, it's there for like literally, this is quite hard to control. There we go. Okay, I just saw it. I'm going to grab it for you guys. Hold on. Be patient, my friends. Be patient. It's worth seeing. It's worth seeing. Come on. Oh, it's there for such a short amount of time. It's so... Basically, it's the MP5. Basically, it's the MP5. For the first time. We see the AK as well. There we go. I'm going to stop there. All right. Take a look at this. I believe this is the first time we have seen the futuristic... Oh, not futuristic. The remastered version of the MP5 in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 Remastered. I'm going to talk about how this game's going to work. If it's a disc, if it's a download, etc. in a second. Massive explosion going on. Bam! The graphics do look stunning. It's just basically cinematic shots that we've seen before. But this is actually a really good idea of how much different the game looks. We take a look at the windows here from the top part of the shipment vehicle. We can see that, like, graphically it does look a lot better. I mean, to be honest, I don't even have to improve the graphics that much for me to play the game. I mean, obviously I'm going to love the game regardless. But as long as just the lighting looks better, the textures look better, that's what I want in this. You know what I mean? That's what I really want. Another shot here. You guys may remember this as well from the campaign. Things are popping off right now. This is our first ever first-person shot. I mean, obviously, we've got the ever so popular AK-47 here. It looks like, I mean, it looks exactly the same as it does from the original game, which is great. So it looks so far as if they've just literally gone ahead and actually just improved graphically the game, which is what we wanted, right? It's what we wanted. So we're going to get a few shots in here. Bam! Do you guys remember night vision in Call of Duty 4? Do you remember that? It was something you could actually turn on at any point within multiplayer. So, look at this. The iron sights look identical. The gun barrel looks identical. It pretty much looks the same as we would have on originally from Call of Duty 4, which is only a good thing, my friends. And that is going to lead us towards the end of the trailer, where I can start talking a little bit more about this, my friends. So if I get rid of my face cam just for a second, you guys can see the price point. So I'm just going to get rid of that for a second. So it's $79.99. Now, this is a Legacy Edition, my friends, right? So the Legacy Edition will include the download of the game. Now, I'm not from America, so I'm not sure how much the typical price of the game is. I think $59.99. I'm not sure. Again, I do everything in pounds, come from the UK. But what do we get here? So this is the Legacy Edition. So with the Legacy Edition, we're going to be getting, as you can see here, the Call of Duty 4 Remastered. Now, the normal edition of the game will not come with COD 4 as a download. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they release COD 4 as a download maybe 3 or 4 months after the game comes out. Like, it's just something Activision would do, to be honest. It's just something they would do. But let's take a note. So this is going to be the game itself. This little download, this little symbol here, a disc, a physical disc you put in your console, play the games, you know exactly what's happening. You see the space helmet there, spaceship in the background. But COD 4 Remastered, you can see the little logo, actually you can see the logo better here, is going to be a download. So I guess it comes with like a code inside the game, which then means you can download the game. I'm not sure how big it's going to be, if it's a remastered edition. I mean, it's just a campaign and multiplayer maps. 10, 15 gig, maybe more, depends how good they make the game look and how much additional stuff they put, especially into multiplayer, to actually change the game a little bit. So we can see Infinite Warfare will come on disc, COD Remastered will be campaign and 10 multiplayer maps. I'm going to get rid of this like for a second here so we can read the little text down here. So Call of Duty Remastered contains only 10 multiplayer maps in the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare game. They're probably going to release them as DLC. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Modern Warfare Remastered is a full game download. It requires an internet connection. Obviously, you can't download it otherwise. For more information, please visit callofduty.com. Now, I tried this the other day. I don't know if the website worked. callofduty.com. I'm not sure if the website's live yet. MFR, Modern Warfare Remastered FAQ. Is the website live? The website's not live yet. Okay, it wasn't live the other day either. But this is good, actually. This is good for everyone on Xbox, because there's no PlayStation branding here at all. It's just general branding, which means Modern Warfare Remastered will probably be coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and also PC. And that is pretty much everything we have here. So I think I'm going to finish the stream here. I think we've covered absolutely everything, my friends. It's been a crazy one. It really has been a crazy one. If you enjoyed this sort of live stream trailer reveal layout, and give a video a thumbs up. This video is going to be going live. This live stream is going to be going live as a video straight after this stream, so you can still watch it again, still share it with your friends, and all of those shares would be really appreciated. So, again, back to the vote. Give it a thumbs up if you're liking what you're seeing. Give it a dislike if you're not too sure and you're a bit hesitant right now and you don't know what to think about Infinite Warfare. But hopefully you guys have really enjoyed. This has been the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer, my friends. You guys have been amazing. Subscribe for the latest news and information leading up to its launch on November the 4th. And I'll see you guys later with more Call of Duty videos.